Well, everybody, don't know how this is gonna show up real quick. It's 2/17/22, and today is the day that I am heading out to the Philippines after 3 weeks of running around and getting tickets and COVID tests and Health Pass 1 tests and trying to find a flight that was reasonably priced without 60, 20, and 10-hour layovers and 3 stops and all that good stuff. Well, finally got it all set up. So I'm heading down to from Michigan to Incheon, China. Then from there to Manila, stay the night in Manila, and then I'm heading down to Dumaguete. Um, Basically going to be down there for 22 days. Going to kick it back, relax a little bit, go visit some other islands, and decide where I'm going to retire. I am in contact with a couple nice ladies, so going to be bringing them along with me in this video. So it's going to get kind of interesting. I will advise you of that. Going to kind of keep it PGG, borderline adult videos. Some of them I'll have to, maybe blur out, but it's going to be an interesting beginning. I'm new at this YouTube stuff, so I think some of it's going to be pretty funny. I'm not going to do anything edited. I'm not editing anything out. Okay. So I'm probably going to get slapped and beat and everything else by everybody else that wants to say things. But I'm doing it 100% live. And I'm just going to just go boom and post it. Okay. None of this edited stuff, none of these reading by these pegboard cards, and none of that stuff. What you see is what you're going to get live from Tim in the Philippines. Everything. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Trust me. Some of you guys aren't going to believe what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you that right now. I got some plans, okay? I bought this little cheap computer, so I hope that the video is going to be good. I'm not quite sure. I'm still sitting here at my house, but I'm going to be using my telephone and then download everything from there. But this is just this tiny one I bought for like $175 at the pawn shop. That way I could throw it away when I get down in the Philippines when I'm done with it. I needed something light and easy to go. But I'll tell you, this has been one heck of a circus, man. I feel like one of them little circus dogs jumping through them fiery hoops trying to get back and forth to get what I need to be, get everything done. But with that said, I can understand, Philippine government wants to make sure that their people are taken care of, and they're safe. And that's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to say, let's let it begin. Tim in the Philippines. Well, not there yet. I'll let you know when I get to the airport. What's going to go on there? I mean, with an ugly mug face like this, hell, I'll probably just get tackled, arrested, and, thrown back in the taxi and they'll probably tell me to go back home. Who knows? Or if I get into the Philippines, they'll look at this bald head and say, nah, man, you ain't allowed here. You're a problem. But guess what? No, I'm not. I'm a nice guy. Really, really nice guy. Kind of funny, too. Wait till you see what I got set up. I've been talking to a couple ladies. I lied. They've agreed to go with me on my tour of this 20-some days with me. It's going to be hilarious because the stuff that they say is just unbelievable, man. I'm telling you guys, please watch this channel. I'm already laughing. All right. If you only knew, And I'm not talking about, adult entertainment things, if you know what I mean. I'm just talking about funny stuff that's gonna be said. Okay. Uh, I'm trying to. I'm going to. I'm teaching some of these young ladies some proper English. So wait till you guys hear some of this stuff. It's just great. It's just great. I think I think I'm gonna bring a new enlightening to funny stuff on YouTube as much as possible with tourism too. I mean, I'm going down there to have fun. I really, really am, and I'm actually going down here just to goof off, and I'm gonna do some reconnaissance, like I said, to visit some islands and decide where I'm gonna go. Um, this is a really big thing. My kids and my family really have been giving me a hard time going down here because they're like, blah, 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 the Philippines, third world country, blah, blah, blah. You know what? America's a third world country. Canada's a third world country. You drive 60 miles one way and you got people in the ghetto. You got people living in the streets. You got people living, poor. They can't afford food. We're supposed to be the richest country in the world. Okay. So I don't know how things have changed. I know how things have changed here. I don't know how things have changed there since the typhoon and with COVID there. I don't really know how bad it is, only by the YouTube videos. But of course, some of them you can't really believe. You can only take 5% of that, maybe if you're lucky, and believe part of that. A lot of the research I do, I try to do basics. Um, and even in the news, the news is so full of BS. The only way to really find out what's going on is put your boots on the ground, go down here, see what's going on. If you want to decide to live out down there, I hear always people saying, "Oh, you could live down here on 600. You can live down here on $200." Okay, yeah, right. You could live down here on $20 million. It's a range of so much. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm an average American single white male. I am healthy. I have a average income, being retired. My house is paid off. I have no bills. My children are grown and gone. So I have a substantial income, and I would say a comfortable. My bills get paid every month here in the US, and I have a little bit extra money to save. So I would say I would be maybe, how do I say this? Um, a little bit lower middle class. Okay. Not upper class, not middle class, just a little bit lower than the middle class income. All right. So that's where my base rate is at. So I'm going to see what it's going to cost me to stay down there. And I'll give you those figures of what I make here when I get down there. And after I stay for, those a couple weeks, I find a place, travel the islands, because that's going to be the most expensive. The first month is going to be my most expensive. Finding where I want to go, jumping from one island to another, getting all situated, and then having to fly back here and decide if I want to, stay there and then sell everything and go back. But I'm going to give you my blow to blow cost at what it cost me to get my feet on the ground there, and to start searching for a place to retire. Because everybody talks about, yeah, I moved down here and I retired, and now I'm living on this amount of money. Okay. But they're not talking about the substantial cost that it costs them to go down, do the research, fly back, sell everything, do all the important paperwork that they needed to do here, that cost, then fly back there with whatever they wanted to take with them, all those expenditures, and then negotiate a place to stay, build a place with a wife or a girlfriend, They never incorporated that all the way into their cost of living. Okay. And I haven't seen any of those base from beginning to where now they are sitting on the lawn chair posting a YouTube video saying, I live off of that much money. Okay. Because the beginning starts is what's going to hurt you the most. My plane ticket just to get down there and to get my shots, my hepatitis shots, my physical, my medications, packing through things I needed to do, an upgraded computer. This is just a cheap upgrade. This is a very cheap computer that I bought right here because my nice one broke and I have to get it repaired. So I bought this one. But all those little things that cost. Okay, so far, just to put this video here and to say I'm leaving at 12:45 this afternoon, it has cost me, I think, $4,700. Okay, just to get to Manila to Dumaguete. That's what the cost is as of 2/17/22. Okay. That's with getting a passport, getting shots, going to medical, getting prescriptions, getting it all. Okay. Getting because I got a brand new passport, which is good for 10 years. All that stuff. And that's just for a 30-day stay. Okay. So right now it's kind of expensive. Yes. Trying to get an airfare was extremely expensive because I got mine on February 2nd. Because I knew they were going to be opening it up pretty soon before before the 10th. I knew on February 2nd they were going to be opening up in February. So I kind of paid at the top dollar of the ticket prices. And they're starting to come down a little bit more now, I've noticed. But some of them you got to look because some of them have 30-hour layovers or 40-hour layovers or they're 3 stops. Well, okay, if you want to sit 40 hours someplace, then you got to buy a hotel room for a couple of days. And by the time you do that, and then you eat and everything else, and then you might be caught in some other country where it has an extreme amount of COVID, and then you get sick down there. It's not worth it. I bought a better ticket to get from point A to point B as fast as possible. I have I have an overnight layover for 8 hours, and then I have 2 stops for 4. Okay, and that's it. So I'm going to be down there basically still, on the 17th, the way they set it all up. So I'm pretty lucky with this, or on the 18th. So I'm pretty lucky. So one day. But with that said, I can't wait to get down there. I've talked to a couple of the YouTube guys that are down there that seem to have some really good channels. I have their phone numbers, and I've been talking to them. They're willing to set me up and help this fresh fish walk through the motions and get set up. And I just want to say thank you. You guys have been a lot of help to me. The ones that have reached out to me, because I see a lot of you guys, a lot of people on YouTube, they say, oh yeah, drop me an email, drop me this, drop me that. I'll be more than willing to give you a hand and we'll talk to you. You know what? I have done that to quite a few of them. And I'm going to say, and I'm not going to give the names to the ones that have helped me. I just want to say thank you very much. You have actually got a hold of me and reached out and talked to me on the phone. Okay. None of this bull crap. Okay. And that's good people, and I want to thank you for that. And there's a couple guys that I'm going down here to shake their hand, give them a hug because they have been nothing but helpful to me. I mean, they've picked up the phone at 2:00 of their morning to talk to me about concerns that I have had. And those are the type of people that make the expats and the Americans at their little group perfect. And that's the type of people I'm looking for down there. I'm also looking for the adventure of the Philippine people. I know they're kind and courteous and loving. Like I said, I found this beautiful lady down there. We've been talking for months and months and months and months and months. It's a video relationship. So I don't know how it's going to work when I get there. Okay, you know how that goes. So I'm taking it easy. No funny business going on the internet. Nothing that. No, I love you doing this. None of that. It's just let's see how things go. She's willing to pick me up at Dumagetti. I'm going to be staying at the hotel. Of course, I got her another room at the hotel separately because she's going to show me around. I'm doing everything the correct way as a gentleman should do. So with that, and also I explained to her my whole life story, no kids. I'm not looking for anybody married. She understands all that. All the videos I've done all the same thing. Hey, I'm looking for a woman that's not married, without any kids, married. And not married does not mean separated. Married means not married. Then I've asked, these women, do you have kids? No. Well, some of them you got to be careful because they've, not to be on the wrong side of this, they have um, given their children to their aunts or their uncles. So yes, they do have children. So you have to ask that specific question. Have you had a child, or have you given your child away to your aunt or uncle or family? Because next thing you know, if you're dating one, all at once you find out that they've got two children that's coming back to live with you. So you need to ask the exact right question, because you will not get the exact answer if you do not ask it. All right. And like I said, separated is not single. You need to really instill that and say, are you single? Have you ever been married? Are you still married? You need to push that hard, because you'll find out they'll say, no, I'm not married. Oh, because I've been separated for 20 or 15 years. No, you're still married. And if that's okay for some guys, but I will tell you that if there's somebody that's married, a Filipino lady or man that's married, and their spouse, and you're dating them, and their spouse decides to prosecute you because you're dating their husband or their wife, you will be removed from the Philippines if they force that issue. You can be banned for that. You could possibly go to jail for that. So you need to do your diligence. Make sure. Make sure. With that said, I just want to say thank you. I'm ready to roll. I can't wait to get this done. And to the guys that I'm going to meet down here, my fellow expats, man, thanks for everything, all the information you guys have given me. It's been unbelievable. The last 2 years, you have been nothing but giving me the right information. And when my boots get on the ground, I think I'm going to be pretty well in a good place. Still a fresh fish, but more knowledgeable than just packing my bags and going. So with that said, hey, I love y'all. I want to meet as many as I can, and everybody enjoy yourself. And let's see, does the plane crash and burn, or do my feet end up on the sand? God bless you all. Thank you. And as soon as I get to the airport, I'll drop you another one. Bye.